welcome on board. This is Anisha here with a very big update for all of you. IIM Kozhikode shortlist has been finally announced. I know since 5 p.m. everybody has been very anxiously, eagerly waiting, discussing across the groups calls आई कि नहीं आई. अब finally आ चुकी है, but again I think this is also coming out in batches, so everybody keep checking out your mails. It's I think a lot of 4,000 to 5,000 calls आनी है, तो थोड़े थोड़े batches में सबको mails shortly आ जाएंगी. What is the shortlisting process that has been done this year? Let's have a quick look at that. First thing you need to check is आप mail check करोगे. Mail में it is mentioned, we are delighted to inform you that you have been shortlisted for the selection process of IIM Kozhikode's PGP program. So this is currently just for the PGP program. PGP FM, PGP LSM इसकी अलग से shortlist आएगी. Stay tuned to the channel so that we will keep you updated about the upcoming shortlists as well. Okay, now next thing that you need to check is very important. They have mentioned that the last date for stage 2 form submission is 24th of Jan 1 p.m. What is there in your stage 2 form? We will discuss this in the IIM Kozhikode Call Getters Alumni Connect session, where you will meet with your seniors, people who've been there, done that. We'll discuss this application form also so that you are much better prepared when it comes to your interview. The session is going to be done on 17th of Jan, that is Friday, 11 p.m. Okay. Now quickly, if you look at the kind of selection process which was this year's, there they have mentioned, very important, the graduation degree, you have to have a minimum 60% aggregate marks. That is mandatory this year. It has been raised to 60%. Okay? People who do not possess a graduation degree but have completed CA, CMA, ICWA or CS, they can have at least 50% aggregate marks in these professional certificate exams. Now, your minimum eligibility criteria is CAT percentile, general 85, overall. Each of the sections 75, 10th and 12th 60 percentage. ठीक है? CAT में हमारी percentile होती है, 10th 12th में percentage. They have not put a minimum eligibility criteria for your graduation. Okay? Students who are from NC, OBC, EWS, CAT overall 75 percentile. All the 3 sections 65 percentile, 10th and 12th 60%. SC students 65 overall in CAT, 55 in each of the sections in CAT, and 55 in your 10th and 12th as well. For ST and the PWD candidates, CAT overall 55 percentile, sectional 45 percentile, 10th and 12th 55% marks. Okay? Now, very important, like they've mentioned, is the 10th and 12th is calculated on the aggregate marks of all subjects, which is what was asked in your CAT form as well, not best of 5, best of 4, whatever your policies might have been in your earlier days of admissions. Okay? So that's very important. Now, people who have met the above criteria are then considered for the stage 2 process, जिसमें pre-interview process है, where your shortlisting is based on this composite score. So the parameters for the composite score is CAT 2024 index score is 50% weightage, 10th standard 15% weightage, 12th standard 20% weightage, gender academic diversity scores 10% for gender diversity, 5% for academic diversity, and work experience का 5%. So my overall 100 का जो composite score है, it is divided across these 5 categories, where maximum weightage is to CAT, then the second maximum weightage is to your 12th standard. This is something which is varying across different IIMs. किसी में 10th का weightage है ही नहीं, किसी में graduation नहीं है. So this is what is for IIM Kozhikode's interview shortlist which is there. Okay, now each component's basic details, CAT में equal weightage to all the sections, unlike IIM Bangalore and Indore, where there is sectional weightage to each of the sections. Here equal weightage to all the 3 sections. The entire overall say scale score of 50% is made. Then 10th 12th जो percentages है based on your aggregate of all marks, उसको weighted allocation of 15% normal is done for it. Gender and academic diversity में they have clearly mentioned that the marks are allocated based on gender and academic diversity. Female and transgender candidates will receive a diversity score of 10. A candidate holding or pursuing a bachelor's degree in a discipline outside of engineering technology qualifies for an academic diversity score of 5. So basically non-engineers के लिए 5 marks है. A candidate with an engineering technology degree and bachelor's degree in a non-engineering technology discipline is also eligible for the same academic diversity score of 5, provided candidate scores 60% aggregate marks in the non-engineering degree also. So if you have a combination of both, तो उसमें भी आपकी non-engineering degree consider होगी. But you will receive either the gender diversity का marks या academic diversity. So if you are a female non-engineer, आपको 10 marks मिलेंगे for being the female rather than the 5 marks for non-engineer. Simply put, all female and transgender candidates will get a 10 point. All the non-engineer males will get 5 points. ठीक है? Next is my work experience score. In this, 5% weightage is given, जिसमें your work tenure is considered till 31st December 2024. Please note, हर college की अलग timelines है. Some have 31st Jan, some have 31st July. For IIM Kozhikode, it is 31st December 2024. A candidate with only 6 months or above will be considered in the work experience section. ठीक है? Work experience का जो आपका score है, that is calculated in yes, so this is your score for work experience in terms of completed months. Below 6 पे 0 है, 11 months पे you get 1 mark, 17 months पे you get 2 marks, 23 months पे 3 marks, 29 months पे 4 marks. पूरा table detail they have shared, so you can check it out. 35 to 36 months पे 5 marks, and then it keeps on reducing. So the sweet spot is 35 to 36 months. ठीक है? That is with respect to our work experience score. Work experience, only what you have done after your graduation. Full-time work is considered. You need your documents for the same. If you are an entrepreneur or a self-employed person, then आपको आपके company के registered documents भी चाहिए, which includes your income tax returns, registered partnership deeds, GST registration of the firm, audited statements of account for 2 financial years as well. ठीक है? तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको upload करनी है. These are the documents required in the form which is now open, the deadline for which is 24th of January 1 p.m. ठीक है? Next comes my final selection. Very clearly they have mentioned that the shortlisted candidates will appear for WAT followed by a PI, which is going to be conducted in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Kozhikode, Mumbai and Delhi. So there are 6 cities in which the process is going to be conducted. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Kozhikode, Mumbai and New Delhi. It's going to be a half-day process where you will first do a WAT, then you will have a personal interview conducted. ठीक है? So that's something which is going to be done on the same day. WAT PI के बाद the final score computation is done on the basis of these 4 parameters. First is 35% to CAT24 scores, 35% weightage to PI scores, 20% weightage to WAT score, 10% weightage to resume score. Very important, what is this resume score? ठीक है? The resume score की pointers और important features जो हैं, they have mentioned out here. So basically, the resume evaluation factors are 3. 1, quality of your undergraduate academic institution. So where are you from? Are you from an NIRF top ranked college or the other colleges? Second, professional qualifications like CA, CMA, ICWA, CS. Third parameter is professional certifications like CFA level 1, 2, 3. So आपने जो करा है आपको उसके accordingly marks मिलेंगे. ठीक है? Now the first parameter which is there, your undergraduate academic institutions. If the undergraduate academic institution has from where the applicant has completed the graduation is ranked in less than or equal to 30 in the NIRF ranking, then you will get a resume score of 4. If it is 31 and above, you will get a resume score of 0. So it's very simple, no gray areas, black and white. NIRF top 30 में हो तो 4 मिलेगा, नहीं हो तो 0 मिलेगा. Professional qualifications में, if you are someone who is from the background of CA, CMA, ICWA, CS, you will get 4 points. नहीं हो तो 0 मिलेगा. प्रोफेशनल सर्टिफिकेशंस में इफ़ यू हैव completed CFA level 1, 2 or 3, then you will get 4 score points in your resume scores. If you have not completed, then you're not eligible for this particular section. ठीक है, so this is with respect to my final resume score details. Okay, now quickly for everybody revising, one very important things, you have to log in, go to the portal, fill in your application form by 24th Jan 1 p.m. with all the documents, and we will discuss in the Alumni Connect session on 17th Jan about the more detailed things about the application form and the interview prep process as well, also to have a fair idea about what is the batch like, what kind of students, what is the diversity, and what are the placement highlights. If you look at the final placements of the recently graduated batch, you will see that in the overall batch, you have 3 courses. Firstly, PGP Finance, PGP Liberal Studies and Management. Okay? Average work ex is 27 months in the whole batch. 73 students are from the background of CS, CFA and FRM. 119 students are from IITs, NITs and BITS. 19 students are from SRCCs and LSR. 39% of the batch is from the NIRF top 30, which is the evaluation parameter. 47% of the batch is female students. If you look at the academic diversity, 55% are engineers, which is much lesser than many other IIMs. In terms of work experience overview, sweet spot is still 24 to 35 months, where we have 27% of the batch coming into this category. 23% of the batch is freshers. Okay? So that's like a quick overview of my batch profile. Now if I look at the placement highlights, the current batch placement highlights, the highest CTC was 72.02 lakhs per annum. Mean CTC is 28.05 lakhs per annum. Mean CTC for just the female candidates is 29.20, and that is a very good number if you look at it. Okay? Top 5 percentile of the batch, the average is 48.41. Top 10 percentile, it is 46.20. Top 20 percentile, it is 40.79. If you look at the entire bifurcation of domain wise, you will see consulting has been dominating. 33% are placed in consulting, 28% in finance, 15% in IT and analytics, 10% in sales and marketing, 8% in general management, and only 6% in the operations space. This also depends on the kind of specializations the students have chosen, and you get a fair idea. If you want, you can look at the placement report. Her domain ka highest is also given. So consulting, the highest was 45. Finance, the highest was 72. General management, the highest was 33. IT and analytics, the highest was 67. Operations, the highest was 49. Sales and marketing, the highest was 35. So you can clearly see finance and consulting have been dominating in all these aspects. Okay? So that's a quick summary of your batch profile and the placements. Now let's come to our interview preparation. So the first thing I want you all to know is look at the kind of RTI data what is available in terms of how many students were shortlisted last year and how many students have received the calls. So if you look at the last year's data, you can clearly see कि in the last year general category का 1850 calls were there, EWS 400, OBC 1200, total मिला के 4700 interview shortlist calls were released. The composite score cutoff for the WAT PI at which the students got the calls was this the cutoff value. General ka was 62.42, EWS was 55.09, OBC was 54.34, SC was 48.2, ST was 42.65, PWD was 45.69. If we look at the minimum CAT percentile at which the students have got the admission, general was at 88.14 percentile, EWS was at an 85.67 percentile, OBC 75.42 percentile, SC 67.06 percentile, ST 57.02 percentile, and PWD at 75.15 percentile. So that means if you have got a short list, आपके scores पे आपको calls आ सकती हैं. Just make sure you prepare well, do work hard for your WAT and PI. If you guys have not yet started your preparation, get on board tonight for the WAT PI preparation. 9 p.m. the classes are kickstarting. You can join the batch right away itself. All the best. Take care.